Right. I once sneezed so hard in my car, I set off the airbag.
Please, Steve.
Wow. That is a big sneeze. Where were you?
I was in my car.
Whereabouts was the car in the country?
I was on a motorway.
Oh, you were travelling. At what speed?
Yes. About 65, 70.
Are you saying that you sneezed and the airbag went off, or are you saying you sneezed, crashed the car, and the airbag went off?
I sneezed, airbag went off, and because I was on the inside lane, I just pulled over.
The sheer force of the air from your nostrils and mouth. This can't have happened since your birth on the planet Krypton.
Did you contact the manufacturers? Can you tell us which kind of car it is?
It was an Audi A7.
Was it?
Yes.
Are you sure it wasn't an Audi do that, because it doesn't sound feasible?
Take us back to the beginning, Dion.
Yes.
Where were you travelling to?
I was on the M6 going from Warwickshire to Manchester.
What did you have to do?
For work, yes.
And what is it that you do?
I talk a little bit on the TV.
So you're some punditry.
I was going to do final score of Match of the Day or Football Focus.
So, Dean, you didn't cover your face when you sneezed? No, so that's a naughty boy, isn't it?
You're as naughty as driving without using your hands.
Yes.
Shoo! See, I'm very polite.
And would you say that, as a rule, you are a loud, violent sneezer? Because some give a little...
Yes.
And some go, Gah!
There's one thing worse than both of those, and that is the people that threaten to do a big one, and it's a little one. You know, the ones that go... Stop those. They do my head in. What's the build-up for, then?
Where do you fall? Which of those camps are you in?
I'm quite a loud, violent sneezer.
You are.
Which I didn't think I was until I nearly killed myself.
Did you make it to work?
In another car, yes.
Who picked you up?
The dealership. I just rang the dealership straight away.
You rang the dealership?
You don't ring the dealership when you've had an accident.
Because I was on the M6, I was close to where the dealership was, and I thought that would be easier for them to come out and deal with my... I'd get a new car as well. They gave me a new car.
So the dealership...
This is the focus of disbelief. Dealership?
The dealership I got the car from was in Warwickshire.
Right.
So I called them. I know the guy that owns the dealership.
Off.
I know the guy that owns the dealership.
What's his name?
Send someone out. Lee.
Lee. Oh. Is that right? Is his surname Mack? What's Lee's surname?
Beacon.
Is that why you could see him from so far away? Did Lee personally come and pick you up?
No, he sent one of his staff. No.
What was his name? Was it Debbie?
Bob.
What was Bob's surname? Light bulb.
Is this true? What are you thinking, Bob?
Well, I'm thinking that big lad like Dion, maybe it could do it.
Debbie?
I just think if it was true, it would have happened to a lot more people, and we can't do that sort of research.
That's the trouble. The scope for research before answering the question is very limited. I always think if we could go away for a couple of weeks, really work on the questions, then we get a lot more right. But...
So, what's it going to be?
I'm going to go with Debbie and say it's not true.
OK. Dion, truth or lie?
It's a lie.
Yes, it was a lie all along. Dion didn't set off the airbag in his car with a sneeze. It's Bob.
Sorry?
It's you.
It's apple pie tonight.
Is it? It's Friday, then?
Yes.
Following advice from Chris Rea, I always crack an egg into my bath. I've done for 22 years.
We should say, for any of the younger viewers, some of my fans, who Chris Rea was a very popular singer.
When did Chris Rea give you this advice, and in what context?
I was making a single for Middlesbrough Football Club's FA Cup appearance called Let's Dance, which I did with Chris Rea. And after we'd completed the recording, he popped me into the bath, and there was an egg. There's an egg in it.
He popped you into the bath. It's been a long day, you must be very tired. Yeah. I'll just pop you into the bath. Yeah. So where was this bath? Was it at the recording studio?
It's on a little island in the middle of the Thames. It's as Rea's recording studio is.
So you've been recording, presumably, in a room without a bath?
Absolutely, yeah.
And then you finish the recording, everyone's very happy with the track.
Yep.
And he says, Bob, you look tired. Maybe your joints are aching. This way.
No, it's not exactly like that. It says, that's it, Bob. I think we've got that leg. That's your bedroom, that's your bath. I've popped an egg in there for you.
Is he Geordie?
Yeah.
He's like where I'm from, Middlesbrough.
Right.
But he's much more Middlesbrough than me, like.
And why would he put an egg in your bath? What was the thinking behind it?
I've never found out.
You've done it ever since.
All I know is that I woke up the next morning and I have never felt so alive.
Was the egg still in its shell, floating, or had he gone...
No, the white had dissipated. Does that work?
Yeah.
It's fabulous. It's fabulous. It's non-greasy, which is a boon, isn't it?
Is it non-greasy?
Yeah, honestly.
It's less greasy than water without egg in it?
Do you have to mix it up, or do you just crack it and let it float?
Do you know what? You get in the bath, even in the bath where I am now, and you get in and you really don't want to burst the yolk. So the white goes, but the yolk's there, and you move like that, and you try and get it to come towards like that. And I don't know why, but you just do.
Have you ever had it get in your mouth?
You get it there like that. And then you get the yolk, and I use it for hair conditioning. Really? I don't know how much hair, but to condition the hair on my skin.
So, just going back to the original occasion, Chris Rea had already run you a bath.
Yes. I forgot about that detail.
If you knew Chris, it's just so Chris. Yeah. Do you know, the other thing is a couple of weeks later, he sent me a gold doily.
Right. To dry yourself off.
But so, I'm just saying, these things are just so Chris.
Do you think that the way Bob describes what happened to the egg white... he says it just dissipates. Is that plausible?
If your bath is hot, then you're going to have a poached white.
I'd have thought the white would turn white. And
how hot is your bath? Your bath is hot enough that an egg could poach.
Well, I don't know. Your claim is that it dissipates. I'm asking my team whether we believe that it would dissipate. Because if, for example, at the temperature of a bath, say 39 degrees Celsius, the white would turn opaque, then your story doesn't check out.
Agreed. Yeah, absolutely agreed.
I think...
What do you think, David?
I think it's fair to say that if anyone else had made this allegation about Chris Rea and an egg in their bath, we wouldn't be giving it a moment's consideration. Somehow, coming from Bob, it might be true.
It's true.
I think...
You think it's...
I think it's true, because he's been about a bit, Bob.
No.
I think the white would poach.
Yeah,
I think the egg is the important
chemical
part.
analysis of the behaviour of the albumin.
David, honestly, one thing, please don't base it on the albumin whitening. It does not happen. It does not. I can't have a bath at 80+ degrees.
Is that the temperature at which an egg white will...
It'll start at about 80, yeah. Honestly, please don't base it on that.
What should I base it on, Bob?
What are you going to say?
Instinctively, I believe it. We're going to go true.
You're saying true? OK, so Bob, Chris Rea, eggs, box, Is it the truth? Or is it a lie?
This is awful.
I was telling a lie.
Of course it's a lie. He said Chris Rea put an egg in his bath. Of course it's a lie. It's obviously a lie. Who could possibly believe that? It'd be more likely that someone was stuck in a car wash for 3 hours.
Yes, it's a lie. Bob doesn't crack an egg into his bath following advice from Chris Rea.
Every night, to cram in as much learning as possible, I read a book while simultaneously listening to a completely different audiobook.
David's team.
OK, what was the last book and audiobook simultaneously you read and listened to?
It was Trevor Montague's this is the book, Trevor Montague's A to Z of Everything, which is the absolute Bible of general knowledge. And it was the Guinness Book of Records audiobook, but not for this year, but they do for every year since 1956 when it was founded. And I have an obsession with 1984.
Why?
Why do you do two together? Why? And can you actually feed and retain the information?
Well, can you is the question I can't really answer, because general knowledge is basically about learning as many facts as possible and then hoping they come up. But I only really do this until 2 to 3 weeks before any major general knowledge quiz.
Because you're a big quizzer.
I'm the 5th ranked quiz in the United Kingdom, which is...
All right, don't boast.
But then, of course, the other 4, they listen to one, read one, and they've got one on Braille as well.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can you give me 3 Guinness World Records from 1984, please?
I'll give you one that still stands. Robert Pershing Wadlow is the tallest man of all time, 8 feet 11 3/4.
I knew
one
that.
That doesn't stand, that was stood in 84, is the previous year Calvin Smith broke the world record for the 100 metres, just before the World Athletics Championships, with 9.93
I didn't understand a word
seconds.
you just said.
Just trying to answer your question. And the third one is in 1984, Ronald Reagan beat Walter Mondale in the largest percentage of the vote, something like 73.6% of the vote.
Is that true?
When he beat Walter Mondale in the US presidential election.
Why are you asking us?
I don't know. I'm very flattered that you think I know about American elections in that much statistical detail.
Who was #1 in the charts November 1984?
Flex.
Well, that was actually May.
You're making it up.
So it was Chaka Khan, I Feel For You, with a harmonica by Stevie Wonder, a rap by Melly Mel, written by Prince. Chaka Khan, I Feel For You, was #1 in November 1984.
That's true.
This is not a general knowledge quiz.
There's no evidence if that's true at all.
Which Rod Stewart song was a #1 in 1984?
Do you mean Baby Jane 1983?
Yes, I do.
I'll tell you what, I really feel even more stupid that I couldn't add 2 and 1.
Where do you do this, Paul?
Well, I only live in a 2-bed flat. There's not many choices.
So you do it at home, you don't
I do it, I do it absolutely at home.
All right.
Can I just say, you said there was 2-bedroom, not many choices. I think you'll find there's not many options, there's only one choice.
I feel like when someone in the pub is trying to fight someone who's a bit bigger than they are. I want to hold you back from this.
What was the other book again?
Trevor Montague's A to Z of Everything, if one's allowed to advertise on a BBC TV show. It was...
Well, I think we should say other impenetrably boring books are available.
Right. David, what do you think,
Mary?
Well, I believe him. I do. I just think it sounds very boring. And I don't think you are. So, therefore, I think it's the truth.
I think he's lying. I think he's coming at me with facts to confuse me. This is what they do.
I'm going to go lie.
You're going to say it's a lie?
Yeah.
Paul, were you lying or were you telling the truth?
It was a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Paul doesn't read one book while listening to another. It's Lee.
I once refused to help a hang glider who had become tangled in a tree because 2 hours earlier he had been rude to me in a car park.
Please, team.
I love it. How high up in the tree was he?
He was about 2/3 of the way up of the tree. You probably want to know the height of the tree, don't you?
Yes, please.
The height of the tree was about how high he was plus 1/3.
So he wasn't 2/3 of the way up the tree, he was 3/4.
He was...
If he was 2/3 of the way up the tree, then the height of the tree was how high he was plus 1/2.
That is a fair point, isn't it?
He's made you look an idiot.
Yeah.
Where was the car park?
The car park was just near a cliff.
Right, yeah. What was the altercation that you had with him?
He took the last space that I considered my space. Because I got to the space in the car park, and I did that thing where I was waiting with my hazard lights on.
Yeah.
He came around the corner, and just as the person pulled up, he pulled straight into the space. I got out the car, I would say menacingly. I approached his car. He got out the car, bigger. And I said, forget it then, you know. That's your attitude.
So did he get his equipment out then?
No. He'd already belittled me enough.
Where was this tree? What were you doing when you came across this tree with him in it?
I was just going for a stroll with my wife.
And you heard a noise. Did you hear him or see him first?
I heard him first.
You heard
yes.
him. What was the sound that you heard? You're talking to your
can you
wife.
imagine a kite hitting a tree, times that by 50, and then add a human? That is what it sounded like. Obviously, I took the smart-ass approach and I went, "Oi, think you'll find I was going to park there?"
What did he say?
He went, "Help! Can you... help!" And I couldn't see him at first, because it was just a sort of mess of tree and hang glider and...
What sort of tree was it, Lee?
It was a big one.
No, trees have names, don't they?
Brian,
was it an
the big
oak
tree.
or a birch or an ash? The species of tree.
I'm going to go for oak.
But was it an oak?
No. Look, I'm walking along with my wife. Ba, 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 ba. Crash! Pow! Wow! Is that an oak? That's not how conversations go, is it? You're going, there's a man in a tree fighting for his life.
A man in a tree shouting, help, help,
help
me,
help!
help.
I'm stuck in an oak, I think.
And what did you say to him as he shouted help?
That's not an oak! You're confusing me now. When I have to relay this on Would I Lie to You, I'll get all confused. And it's your fault. I don't know. I think it might be a sycamore. Can you just help me?
Sycamore?
Yeah, when he fell out, he went like that all the way down.
And what did your wife have to say about this?
My wife said, we must help him. And I said, I refuse. I absolutely refuse.
And she just went along with that?
Nope. She climbed that tree. Yeah. She climbed that tree.
With her bare hands?
No, she got human hands. She climbed that tree, and luckily she had some nail scissors, and she slowly started cutting at the many bits of tangled up bits around him, until eventually she managed to help him get down.
The hang glider had strings like a parachute.
Sounds like a parachute, doesn't it?
I should point out, I'd walked away, and this is just the story that my wife recounted.
And then when did you next see your wife?
I still haven't seen her since.
So what did she...
He was a very good-looking Spanish guy, apparently.
All right. Super. Well, this is definitely true. Do you believe this?
No.
A lie? Yeah. No, I think we think it's a lie because of... We think it's a lie because of what he said.
Lee, was it the truth or was it a lie?
Of course it was a lie.
It's David.
Last year, at a village fête, I won a welly boot throwing competition and appeared in the local paper with the caption, Fling the Merciless.
Please, team.
Was this in your hometown?
No.
Well...
All right, OK.
Had you cut a ribbon? Had you opened the fête?
No, I wasn't there in an official capacity.
Because I'd be disappointed, and I don't mean this in a horrible way.
Yeah.
If you were the celebrity that was opening the fête. I'm sorry, but there it is.
No, yes, no, I know you would be disappointed because you'd want the gig yourself.
What was the weather like?
Here we go.
It was fine. It was fine as in fine, not fine as in fine.
Yeah. Okay. How far did you throw it?
I mean, a long way. I'm not an expert on distance, but it would have to be... I suppose it felt like it was about 2 miles.
OK, let me say that from me to you...
Yeah.
Right, I don't want to sound like the Chuckle Brothers, but from me to you is a unit of measurement.
OK.
The Chuckle Brothers being referenced for ages.
Yeah, all right, I don't do the modern stuff.
Yeah. You have just proved that you don't watch this programme.
The distance between me and you is 1 unit of measurement.
OK.
How many Mitchell Macks was it that you threw?
I think... Well, it was a good throw. I'd say 3. 3 to 3.5 Mitchell Macks.
Go on, Mikey! Knuckle in. That's powerful.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thomas, what are you thinking?
I think it's a lie. I'm not quite sure why I think it's a lie. I just think he's lying.
You probably think of Wellington's a grown-up sandal. So.
So, Lee, are you going to go with your team?
We're both saying it's a lie, are you?
Yeah.
Well, we have to go with
You
the
have
team.
to go with them. They're saying it's a lie. David, truth or lie?
Well, it is a lie.
Wow. Yes, it's a lie.
I once stole the shirt off a scarecrow in order to get into a nightclub.
Leasty.
Wow. OK. Was you not wearing anything before you went to the nightclub?
Me?
Yeah.
T-shirt, you see.
OK.
Oh, well, they wouldn't let you in.
Yeah, but well, it is, you know, it's all a bit more relaxed these days because the dress code isn't what it was back in the day.
What was the day? What year?
Back in in my the day, or when this happened?
Well...
It was early 2000s.
Right, so early 2000s, you've gone to a nightclub. Where was this nightclub?
In Rochester.
Rochester is a town, right? And that's why it's got a nightclub in it. And scarecrows don't really tend to be used in towns
What
because
a
they're
very
out in
good
massive fields.
Thank you, Miss Martin.
So when did you find out you needed a shirt to get in the club? Did you go to the club?
When
and
the
then
bouncer said, you ain't coming in.
Right, and then you walked back to the scarecrow to get the shirt?
I walked back to the allotment.
This is very high-level play.
This is like chess, isn't it, between Shaun and Joe?
Take that, Moriarty.
Do you live in Rochester?
No.
So how did you know there was an allotment in Rochester near the nightclub?
But I lived near it then.
Oh, I see.
It's like fencing, isn't it?
But then again, if you lived in Rochester, why didn't you just go home and get a shirt?
Oh, this gets better and better. Oh. Checkmate.
No. I was born in Chatham, but brought up in Maidstone. But my uncle lived in Rochester, and it was one of the allotments on his patch, so I knew where the allotments were. Apropos to the nightclub.
Miss Brown, back to you.
Can I ask, earlier you said you had a T-shirt and trainers and jeans on.
Yes.
And you thought it was a relaxed club, but then you went to the club and they said you need a shirt, but you're not allowed in a club with trainers on.
OK. The bouncer was a
Can I just say, Shaun, you're the kind of person that every time you speak, you always sound like you're going to start it with, I'd like to change my story.
But is that the impression I'm just giving you?
For the sake of the tape, the accused has walked into the room.
The bouncer was a massive fan of EastEnders and was quite embarrassed at turning me away. So I think when he saw the effort I'd made... Because I was already 8 pints to the wind, so when he saw the effort I'd made, I think he just couldn't bear turning me away again.
OK.
What do you think, Joe? Could this be true?
I think he'd have had a better time if he'd popped down the graveyard. I I think there's a lot of anomalies in it.
This is what I think. A man who knows exactly where an allotment is because he knows the town so well knows you can't get into the nightclub without collars. And for that reason, Shaun, we find you guilty.
So what's he saying, Lee? You think it's a lie, don't you?
It is a lie.
You think it's a lie? You all think it's a lie?
We all think it's a lie.
Shaun, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
It's a lie. Shaun didn't steal a shirt from a scarecrow.
When I worked as an estate agent, if the person I was showing around the house didn't seem interested, I'd tell them Noel Edmonds was born there.
Whereabouts were you an estate agent?
In Islington.
Did you have a company car?
I did.
What car was it?
It was a Foxton's Mini.
Oh, so classic.
Thanks, babe.
Were you in sales or lettings?
Lettings.
So you'd be showing around a flat that you could rent?
Yeah.
And you'd say, oh, buy that. They'd go, well, do you know what, we're not sure and we're a bit busy. You'd go, let me stop you there.
It was kind of a joke within the office about the kind of things that you could drop and people would believe. And the running one became, for me, that I would always say that Noel Edmonds has lived at the address.
Why Noel Edmonds?
Because it was such a random, stupid person.
And what did you used to say? You used to say that he...
Oh, sorry to offend Noel Edmonds fans.
Earlier you said that he was born there.
Yeah.
Yes, because just now you said that he lived there. That you
Well,
would
he did
say
live
that
there. He was born there.
Yeah.
And then we have...
That's people often say he lived there. Yeah, he used to live here from the ages of 0 to 2. That's when he lived here. Who did he live with? His parents, probably.
Did you ever get a cell because of it?
Should have said a deal or no deal, surely.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if I got a proper sale from it, but people...
It would be unlikely because you were in lettings. Noel Edmonds was born here. Well, in that case, forget renting it. We'll take the place.
I don't know if I ever got a proper, a sold...
My client would like a moment.
When you say born, do you go into details of his first breath, or was he transported there?
No, I don't know the ins and outs, literally, of the birth.
And it would be an unusual second line. Noel Edmonds used to live here. Would you like to hear about his first breath? Because it's only me and you here. Long pause, and then I don't really work for Foxton's. I haven't even got a Mini.
Noel Edmonds was born here. It was a very difficult birth. The screaming was heard for hours and hours.
Actually, if we're quiet, you can still hear it now.
Let's imagine for a second. Let's for people with limited imaginations, we could reenact some of this. Lee, you're looking to rent a flat, and Ellie is showing you around it. Off you go.
I'm with you, because I've got the...
I'm checking the kitchen worktop. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I like that.
OK, that's included.
Oh, you're not taking that with you?
No, that's included in the room tour.
She's not the owner.
No.
She is the estate agent.
Thank you.
Estate agents don't take anything.
Would you
from
mind
the
turning the
houses.
television off?
Hello, would you like to go on a...
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yes.
I'm not massively interested in this flat. I'm just 50-50.
OK, well, maybe it will help things if I tell you that Noel Edmonds used to live here. Born here, in fact.
In fact...
Well remembered, Ellie.
I can't believe it. I'm very interested. How long was he here for?
Oh, not long, just a few childhood years.
Oh,
great
right.
memories.
This is a long shot, and it's a bit of a deal breaker, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know how his first breath went.
It went very well, very well.
I'll take it.
Absolutely.
Right, David, what's it going to be?
This is my concern about this story. People who are being shown around rental flats, I don't think they need to be as interested in the place as if they're buying it. It's not like you have to fall in love with the place. And I think this Noel Edmonds bit of, oh, that's interesting thing, would be a better technique if you were trying to sell flats. And I think that was what was in the mind of the person who invented this lie that was put on the card, and then Ellie mistakenly said she worked as a lettings agent rather than a sales agent.
So you think it's a lie?
I think we do think it's a lie.
Decisively.
Yeah.
OK. Ellie, was it the truth or was it a lie?
Oh, ye of little faith, it is an absolute lie. Yeah.
Yes, it's a lie. Ellie didn't name-drop Noel Edmonds to try and sell houses.
As a kid, my parents denied me chocolate, so every Easter I had to run around the garden and hunt the Easter onion.
The Easter onion, yes. David, where'd you begin?
Them were the days.
Why were you denied chocolate?
It's not good for you, is it?
And why did you hunt an onion? Why didn't you just say, I don't give a damn where that onion is. It's not a treat.
Well, you do what you're told to do, innit? As a kid.
So you would look for the onion, and you would find the onion, and you would say...
I'd say, da ist die Zwiebel.
What?
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 Well, there is, in Germany, saying, there's the onion.
What would happen then?
Then I would hold it aloft. And...
like the World Cup.
And at what point in your family's Easter celebrations would the onion hunt occur?
Well, when on Easter Sunday.
On Easter Sunday, in the morning on Easter Sunday...
I would be out in the garden.
So, but before your parents were up, you were already out there.
Henning, do you get on with your parents?
Very well, yeah.
Are they nice?
Yeah, I mean, my father is dead, but he was a really jolly fella, and, yeah, my mother is all right, yeah.
I'm glad you didn't do the speech at the funeral.
Once you track the onion down, Henning, would you tuck into it?
Yeah, you have a bite.
Raw?
So,
of course.
So you're very pleased, you held the onion aloft, and then you took a bite out of it.
Yeah.
I do feel like you're more enchanted by onions than we are.
But obviously they mean a lot to me, because I knew Easter Sunday it was time to go in the garden and hunt the Easter onion.
What are you thinking, Rachel?
I was half believing him until the biting into it.
They're quite solid, aren't they? It's like a tennis ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
The thing is, I can bite into an onion because I wasn't allowed chocolate. That means my teeth are good.
Yeah.
Would your mother and your father, when he was alive, would they share the experience?
He would occasionally bite in an onion.
You'd hold it aloft, they'd say, well done, little Henning, and they'd all... Look what Henning has done. And then... He's holding it aloft, quick. Get the camera. And then... Would they also tuck into the onion?
He was. Just thinking of that onion makes me eyes water.
What do you think? Is that truth?
What do you think?
Well, even though he started crying at the memory, I don't know. They're crocodile tears.
He does seem very moved, doesn't he?
What do you think, Alex?
I hope it's true, but I think it's not.
I think it's a lie.
It's a lie. You're saying it's a lie. Henning, did the Easter Bunny bring an onion?
Sadly, it's a lie.
I can walk from my house to the corner shop on only one gulp of air. And regularly do so just for fun.
These two.
How far's the corner shop from your house, David?
4 miles. No, it's I mean, it's yards.
And when did you take the gulp?
Earlier that day.
Is it before the moat or after the moat?
It's as I clear the drawbridge.
As the drawbridge has landed,
Yeah.
you've stepped off the drawbridge.
Absolutely.
Approximately how many houses are there from you and the
To the corner shop, I think 25. But these are just estate workers' cottages. And pass them very, very quickly.
Why did you go to the shop and think, I'll take a gulp of air and hold your breath till you get there?
It started on a day where I had had a problem with serial hiccups. One way of getting rid of hiccups is to hold your breath, but I was also going to the shop, and I was trying to hold my breath as long as possible.
And is it not an awkward moment when one of your neighbours passes you and says, "Morning, David," and you go, "Morning"?
Yes, and on occasion I have given up on the holding the breath in order to greet someone and seem like a normal human.
Why don't you demonstrate it for us?
You want me to walk back and forth across the set holding my breath?
Yes.
And that, in your view, would achieve something? I won't be able to talk you through it, of course.
No, of course not. We will observe you.
Which is one of the many reasons this is such an ill-fated idea.
Shall we be your wife and child?
Well, they're at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Or, I mean, you could be a grandfather clock and a piano. You're not part of this.
OK, so you're saying goodbye to Lucy, your lovely wife, and your boy who shot up Dion. All right, off you go. You're heading to the corner shop.
Farewell, beloved family, for I must go to the shop.
See you, Dad.
Yeah.
All right, you get to the front gate.
Morning, David. Why did you never talk to me?
I'm stuck here with a baby and you're parading around the street.
Your flies are undone.
Debbie said my flies are undone, and I just exhaled and went, "Are they?" So, the experiment is completely ruined. My flies.
So, what are you going to say, Lee?
I don't believe in the shop.
No.
What?
I'm imagining that David lives in the countryside somewhere.
Yeah.
No, I've been to David's house. It's a ghetto. The bit he's missing out is that when he gets to the shop, all his crew are hanging around outside. Yeah. Doing your graffiti again. Can I play?
I don't think it's true.
I don't think so.
Well, I'll go with my team and say that's not true.
You're going to say it's a lie. David, truth or lie?
Well, it is a lie.
Yeah.
At home, if I need to remember to do something, I will put my slippers on the wrong feet and won't swap them back until I've done it.
David's team.
I think that's true.
Yeah. Yes, I think we can go straight to an answer.
So, John, was it the truth? Wait a minute.
So you put your slippers on the wrong feet to remind you that you've got something to do?
Yes.
As like a knot in the handkerchief?
Yes, I stopped carrying a handkerchief around the house in sort of the mid-19th century.
Yeah. I still carry a handkerchief. I won't get it out because, of course, it's encrusted with snot.
Hi, girls!
Can you not just use your phone and put an alarm on or something?
Go spot the generation gap here. Look
I quite often set an alarm on my phone. I've got an alarm set on my phone now to remind me to put the bins out later.
Yeah, but that's kind of different to what Aston's doing. Yours is sort of an early onset tactic, isn't it?
I love the way you leant forward so happy then as well. I set an alarm on mine.
Let's go back to Mr. Cool with his shoes on the wrong feet. What sort of thing would you use it to remind yourself to do?
Well, we have moved house recently, so I very often
Remind yourself not to go back to the old house.
I'll be unpacking something and I'll think, I'll put that picture up, and I'll go up to get a hammer from the hammer room. And then on the way up, I'll see something else that needs doing. I'll think, I'll put that washing away. And then by the time I'm putting the washing away, I've forgotten about the picture.
Paint a picture for the viewers who are wondering what sort of slippers you wear.
They're a sort of blue... They're a sort of corduroy slipper, David, you would like. I mean, they're almost sort of... They look the same. It's just... Sometimes I put them on the wrong way by accident. And I think, what have I got to do? And I think, oh, no, I've just put them on the wrong foot.
What are you thinking, David's team?
What do you think?
I would say it's true.
Yeah, I think it's a good system.
It's so plausible, isn't it?
I'm going to adopt this. I'm thinking of swapping my shoes now to make sure I don't forget about the bins later.
So, Jon, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Last Christmas, my brother bought me this iPad. I've never turned it on, but I have used it to kill a wasp and carry 3 mugs of hot chocolate.
Please, team.
Right.
Who are the mugs of hot chocolate for? Go.
Sorry?
Who are the mugs of hot chocolate for? Say them now, without thinking.
Too much pressure. I don't know 3 people. It's a lie.
Who were they for, David?
They were for my wife, for me, and for my mother.
Where were you taking them to?
I was taking them from the hot chocolate making room to the hot chocolate consumptorium.
Kitchen to living room?
Yes.
Did you kill the wasp with the glass side or the non-glass side?
The non-glass side.
OK.
How hard did you hit it?
Well, it's dead. It wasn't like a great sweeping, smash.
Was it mid-air?
It was more of a sort of a press and lean. I lulled it into a false sense of security with my terrified whimpers. And then at a certain point it settled on a flattish surface, and then I went in with the press and lean.
If you kill a wasp, you don't slowly press it like a psychopath. He only said that he does the push and press because he knew that there wasn't any dints on it.
No. I'm not saying I gradually... As soon as I was pressing, I pressed quickly. I didn't want to extend its suffering. I wasn't whispering stories about, do you find the room is getting smaller, Mr. Ross? I'm sure you must be imagining it. Finding your little antennae are getting a bit cramped. Oh, what next? Try and move a wing. Oh, you can't.
It's time to take a guess.
You say it's a...
lie.
You say it's a lie?
It is a lie.
Okay. You say it's a lie. David, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling a lie.